Okay, your next mode and your last mode is going to be your compass, and this is going to show you obviously your compass degrees and the direction you're pointing currently. And I have it set on the bottom here also to show you a abbreviation for what direction you're pointing in. So you can see south, southeast, southwest. And another really neat thing I like about this is you can see as I'm turning it, this little indicator will show up, and that's going to be like your north needle. It's going to constantly point and north. So no matter what orientation your watch is in, you can always know where north is just by finding this little indicator. So that's a really neat function I like. Now let's go through the different functions we have for here. Oh, I gotta, to save battery, it'll shut the compass off after a few seconds, just in case you forget to change it off that mode. So just have to press that to restart the compass. And you can have nothing displayed on the bottom. You can have obviously your time displayed on the bottom, or your obviously your orientation. Okay, and when you have it showing nothing on the bottom, you're going to see this little indicator pop up here. And what that's going to do is when you click this button, say this is going to be your I'm not sure if this is the bearing tracking function or just your guided calibration or whatever, but say you're hiking and you want to go to a specific location, but you're going to be walking through woods, or you're not going to be able to keep your eye on that location or that hill. What you're going to want to do is you're going to point this top north needle. Well, it's not going to necessarily be north, but you're going to point your watch in this arrow in the direction you want to go, and you click on this, and then what that's going to do is it's going to direct you back to that location so that you can stay on that path, which is really cool. And you can see if I go either left or right, it'll direct me to go back either right or left in order to get back to where these arrows are on either side of that little line, which will signify that I'm on the right track. So that's a cool little function I like. Okay, let's get into the menu. You gotta get into the menu by pressing this button and holding it down for 3 seconds. You can see all the lines building up around the side. And this is going to bring you to the menu function. And we're going to have memory, time, date, sunrise, altabero, compass, general, units. So let's just go through these real quickly. Okay, on memory, you're going to be able to look at your past readings for the barometer or altimeter, depending on which mode it was on, and it's going to automatically factory it's set to take a measurement every 30 minutes. So this is a really cool function. Say you want to go and look at the past pressure maybe for yesterday, you can go through here and go see it shows the altitude because I was in the car. But for each half-hour interval, it's going to show what it recorded. So, say a big storm comes through and you want to know when it started or when it ended. You can go through here and you can watch the pressure change. Because we just had a storm come through, so there you can see the pressure is going up. So that's before the storm started. That was yesterday. So that's a pretty cool function. I like that. Then obviously you can go to your logbook, which I told you before, is what this is going to do is when you're in the barometer or altimeter mode, you can press the start button to start a new log, and what that's going to do is it's going to record I think 30 or 15-second intervals from whenever you start and stop that log. So here is the last log I had, and you can go to View, and it's going to show you the duration of the log. Say you go on a hike and you want to, monitor the altitude change and look at it when you get home, and whatever. This was just a car trip, but this shows 38 minutes and 34 seconds was the total log duration, and I'll show my peak altitude. And then what I can do is press this button right here, and you can see this little, whoops, went out of the menu. Okay, you can press this button up here, and it's gonna play back your actual trip, and you can fast forward and slow down, and you can actually see for every time interval recorded, what your altitude was. And I think that's pretty awesome. So that's how the log works. And then down here you can adjust the record interval for the log. Okay, so your next option in the menu button, in the menu screen, is going to be time and date, where you can set your alarm, countdown timer, time, and then your dual time and your date. Not going to get into that. And this is going to be your sunrise, sunset. You just select the city, or sorry, the country, and then the city you're in, so it can calibrate that way. Then you got your altibarro. You're going to put in your reference altitude and reference sea level pressure. You got your profile. This is going to be either automatic or depth meter or altimeter or barometer. I'll just put it on altimeter so I can show you the altimeter function in a minute. Another cool thing this has is the storm alarm, which is going to indicate a fast pressure change, and it'll kind of give you a audible alarm as well as a flashing alert on the screen for when it thinks there's a storm approaching, and it's actually pretty accurate, so that's pretty cool. And then you have your compass, and you're going to be able to set your compass declination for use with a map. You have general, where you can turn your button tone on and off, your tone guides on or off, your backlight, your language. And then you have obviously your units, where you can change the time unit, the date unit, and the temperature, the pressure, the altitude, all that stuff. It's a really great watch. I've enjoyed it. I've had it for about a week. Well constructed. This on the black version, this top bezel is metal, and then obviously the body is plastic. It's a really light watch. It feels really good on the wrist. Let me just zoom back, and I'll give you a better look of it on the wrist. I don't think it looks too bulky. Obviously it's zoomed in a little bit, so it might look a little bulky, but this is definitely a nice watch. I'm very much enjoying it. I'd recommend getting it if you're into these ABC watches, altimeter, barometer, compass watches. I got it for, I think $230 on eBay, brand new. I'd recommend you getting it on eBay because that's where I found the best price. Alright, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.